Hi everyone, welcome to Project MIS. My name is Sumit Kumar Ambastha, and in today's video we are going to talk about brainstorming session. How we can conduct brainstorming session in a step-by-step approach so that we can generate as many ideas we can. So let's first understand what are the different scenarios where we use brainstorming session. It can be an RCA session where you have some issue and you are working on to find out the root cause for that problem, and that is what called root cause analysis. Or you have an established process and there is a problem in it, and you want to understand the reason that why that problem is there, and you have to find out the reason for that. Then you can do the brainstorming with the team. Or you have an existing process and you are looking for some kind of opportunity or improvement, and you want to interact with the team to generate ideas. So then also you can use brainstorming session. So brainstorming is a technique where you have certain scenario and you want to generate some ideas on that, and that is what the use of brainstorming. So let's understand in deeper how effectively we can conduct brainstorming session. Brainstorming. Brainstorming is an excellent way to foster creative thinking about a problem. Why creative thinking? Because we are working in a group, and everyone in the group has a different perspective to see the things. So when we are asking each and everyone to think in a focused approach, then definitely the thinking ability what we are going to have in the form of the ideas will be completely different from each other, and that is what will give the creative thinking and new kind of ideas. The benefit what we get from brainstorming is that in a shorter span of time, we generate so many ideas. So you are setting one expectation, you are setting the context with the group that in this particular scenario, or this is the problem, or this is the requirement, and in this direction we are looking for some ideas. And you are speaking to the group and you are asking them to think and give some ideas. So in a shorter span of time, you are going to get so many ideas. And then you start clubbing the ideas which are common in nature. And that's how we derive direction, that how we can move ahead from the list of ideas, whatever we have received so far. So how it works? So the whole process of brainstorming, it works in two different steps. The first step is to focus on a topic or problem. Means we have a problem or we have a topic or a scenario, whatever we call it, and we are just setting the expectation with the group that we have to focus in this direction. And then after setting the context, we are coming with so many possible solution. And how the possible solution will come? Because after setting the expectation from the group is thinking on the different lines, and after thinking on different lines, they will be giving the ideas. You will be clubbing the ideas which are common in nature. You might be open the stage to rediscuss on the ideas which makes more sense for the purpose. And then that's how we keep proceeding, and that's how we'll come to some set of solutions which can be a fixed problem for the given problem. And that's how it will have some good solution in hand, and then we can do further feasibility to see what can be implemented in a better way. So that's how the brainstorming session works. To make it little more organized, so it has divided into three different stages. First one is the preparation. So we are preparing for brainstorming. So first thing will be define area of interest. So when we understand the scenario, so we have to keep that in our mind, that what is that we are going to talk about. Second point will be you decide the timeline, how long you're looking for to conduct the brainstorming session. If you are calling so many people and spending so much time for brainstorming, then it takes time from each one of them. So better to organize time effectively so that you can make best use of it. Identify participant. Identify participant who are of that interest, like in that particular area for your segment. And you set that expectation in advance that we are going to have that brainstorming session, and accordingly you can invite them for the call or for the in-person meeting. And you also internally decide among within yourself, like how you are going to evaluate the criteria. So your criteria will be directly related with your expected outcome, what you have in mind, which you are looking for to solve that. And that is how this preparation stage will help you to plan your approach during the brainstorming session. After preparation, we go to the next stage, which is called the session. That is what, like where you will be actually dealing with the your group, and you will be setting the context that this is what the problem we are looking for, and you are looking for the idea. So they will start sharing the idea. You will start collating the ideas. You record all the ideas together. Whatever idea looks more effective, you start building on those ideas. Means, like you pick one idea from that which looks more like good solution towards your problem. And then you take input on that particular idea from other people also, if that's needed. So that is how we start building on each other's idea, which works good for the problem. And that is how you elicit as many ideas as possible. So the overall point is that you just have to make sure that whenever you are getting the idea, it is focused in the direction of your solution which you are looking for. And then if any of those ideas require more discussion, more elicitation from the group, then you retake it and discuss open among the group and ask them to share their input on that. And again, frame your question in a way so that they answer in one specific direction, and that should give you the required answer. So that's about the session. So we did some preparation. Now we conducted the session. After conducting the session, we are wrapping up the brainstorming session. So how we are going to wrap up? So we are going to first discuss and evaluate. So we have got some ideas. We will discuss among the group. These are the ideas. Whatever criteria you are going to use for evaluation, you are evaluating. Then you make a list of those ideas. You rate the ideas. Means you are setting the priority as per the input from the group, which looks first priority, which looks second priority, which looks low priority, which looks medium priority, whatever it is. But that's how you have to prioritize the idea. And then the final list is ready, and that you can circulate to the group that this is the outcome of the brainstorming session. And then whatever is your next process in your activity, you can use these input in that particular direction. So that's how we did the preparation, we conducted the session, and then that's how we are wrapping up the brainstorming session. Let's take this as an example. What is the best way to prepare for business analyst interview? This is one question. Now, if I want to understand the actual approach which I should follow to prepare for the business analyst interview, so that's how we have to help the candidates. Okay. So now, what is the possible answer for this? So I would request you all, whoever are watching the video till this stage, please put your answer, your input as a as you are participating in the brainstorming session. Put your comment in the comment section, and we'll see how many comments we are receiving and what best we can infer out of that. So this is one example. Definitely I am alone as of now while making the video. So definitely I cannot give so many ideas. And even if I give, that will be my own idea. So we cannot have a different perspective from each individual. So let's take this up exercise and give your input in the comment section. And whatever number of ideas I am getting, I will consolidate and we'll see how best we can infer, and I will post my feedback or my output in the comment section. Now, after this exercise, let's understand what is the pros and what is the cons for this using brainstorming session. So if we talk about the strength, so the biggest strength is that in very short span of time we generate so many ideas. That is what is the biggest strength for brainstorming session. Now, second important benefit and the pros is that non-judgmental environment. What is non-judgmental environment enables creative thinking? Means if you are organizing a session with a group of people and you ask everyone to share their ideas and they have to talk one by one, for example. So that is not the non-judgmental environment, because few people are shy, few people do not open up, or few people do not speak in the group. So in that situation, if they are giving the new ideas, they'll start thinking, okay, if I speak like this, like someone may judge them, how good is the idea, how bad is the idea, or in whichever direction they can be judged. So better approach is always you create the non-judgmental environment. You give them some kind of posted, ask them to write their responses in the posted, and then you consolidate. And when you put when you open those posted and just put again in front of the group, so that is completely anonymous. No one knows who what idea has been given by whom. And when the actual idea is selected, then you can definitely pass on the credit to the guy or the individual who has given that particular idea. The another approach to provide the non-judgmental environment, if you are setting this as a call, so what happens, you can ask each and every individual to independently ping you in your chat application, whether it's MS Team or whatever you people are using in the corporate. They can chat directly in the individual chat to you, and from there you can consolidate and you can make one list, and that's how you can present and reuse for rediscussing. So non-judgmental environment will make them think actually creativity, with a lot of creativity, and give actual ideas. So that is one of the biggest strengths for brainstorming session. Limitation, there are certain limitations, participation is dependent on individual creativity and willingness to participate. If I am participating and I am not pushing myself to think with creativity, then that is the limitation. Nothing can be done, that is beyond control. If you are the organizer, then you have to live with it. You can just request, you can set the expectation, you can set the context, you can re-emphasize to think innovatively and give ideas, but at the end of the day it comes from their own participation. Then organizational and interpersonal politics may also limit the participation. There might be some set of people are important stakeholder for your discussion, but because of some kind of interpersonal politics or issues within the organization, they do not want to participate in the brainstorming session. So that is again is a blocker. Ultimately it comes from their will to participate, and if they do not want to participate, then we just have to figure out the way in the existing set of user whatever we have. But for those particular user, nothing much can be done where you can actually get the valuable input from them. Then the third important thing is the limitation which we must think and control during the brainstorming session is the group participant must agree to avoid debating the ideas. Means if someone is giving the idea, then the focus should be to generate the ideas instead of debating on the chosen idea. So if you have got five ideas, so in five ideas which one looks better, you take that and you start discussing and understanding more ideas on in one particular direction. But we have to stop that discussion where people start giving opinion bad or good about the one particular given idea, and then the whole time will go out in discussing that particular stuff and will not be finishing the brainstorming session with the set objective what we are looking for. So we always have to, if you are the facilitator of the brainstorming session, then you have to control the discussion in which direction your discussion is going, and if that is going out of the way, then you have to bring them in line so that you meet your expectation. So these are the strength and limitation and in brief about the brainstorming session. I hope this session is useful for you. This session might have given you good insight about the brainstorming session. If you have any feedback, comment you want to share with me, you can reach out to me. All the contact details are given here. And thank you so much for watching this video and looking forward to see you in my next video. Thank you so much.